Alright, what do we have? We're taking this. Are we in? Yeah, oh, we are in. Oh no. Oh boy. I was not expecting to get entered right away, but guess I'm a bit sleepy on a Monday morning. Tuesday morning, I guess. First trading day of the week. Alright, well that's the fastest stop out I've ever had. What do we have here? And being a daily level, it's more of a zone than like a solid level. If it's a 1 minute line, it has to touch it. But if it's a daily or a 4 hour, I'm okay if it doesn't. If it doesn't like actually touch it, if it comes close, that's good enough for me. Okay. Ooh, oh shit. I have to have my stop loss right there. Okay. Time is at 9:43. Still could not close below the low there. I guess it technically isn't the previous day's low. $2.3. 47.20. And entered at 9:43. Alrighty, well. And now we wait. I'm not exiting this. Like, it's either going to hit the take profit or it's going to hit the stop loss. There's no in between for me. At least while I'm trying to learn. You see that I made a mistake by having my stop loss. I kind of messed up my stop loss placement. So it should have been 30. It shouldn't have been 32. But those $2, I mean, wow. Okay, well, that's that, I guess. It's just patience waiting for the setup. That's two can't close candles. Both of them can't close below that. Like, it keeps trying to push. Can't. Tried to push here, couldn't. Tried to push here, couldn't. Didn't even really make it that far on that attempt. Taking this long because of how, like, the nice bounces off of here, and the 5 minute closed quite nice. So, and I'm getting a 1.5. So we'll go with that. 9.55. I was looking for shorts, but it looked too weak for the sellers, and the buyers kept pushing it up. It's at a daily level. So regardless if it works or not, that's what we're doing. Okay, it's 1.6. 56.34. And just so you can see what I'm talking about on the 5-minute right here. So you can see how it's been trending up and then it came down. It would have had to close below this wick for me to consider this a change of character or like to start a downtrend, and it didn't. It tried, and then the very next candle it tried again, went even lower, but then closed higher. So what that tells me is there's more buying power right here. And it's a daily level. So I could actually target. I could target here. Let's see. Let's just see how this looks. No, I think I'm gonna stick to where I'm targeting here. I think that's pretty safe. Because it might reject somewhere in here. Or this could just be setting up for a short. Like what I was saying, like on the 1 minute, because it closed low on the 1 minute. But I'm gonna take the 5-minute structure. I'm gonna say that trumps the 1 minute. It's generally, the higher time frame structure, like if they're conflicting, like then you take the higher time frame structure. At least that's what I do. I don't know if I'm right, wrong. That's my tech. That's the way I do it. And so the higher time frame to the 1 minute that I'm using is the 5-minute. The 5 minutes bullish. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Although the 5-minute never closed, it never technically closed a new high. It wicked higher. Its body closed higher, but it never closed the wick. So it didn't close a swing high. But still, regardless, it has to close above, the 5-minute has to close above here for it to be, like, for it to close a new high. Score is definitely not what I wanted it to be. It's not terrible. But how would it have been if I entered on that? Yeah, it would have been a... Yeah. It is what it is, though. I didn't want to take a 1 minute candle for the first, second, the third, the fourth time. I don't want to take 4 1 minute candles in a row. Because the first 3 didn't work. Like, I already took one off of this level. I didn't get entered, but I already put the order in. Maybe that's the incorrect way of thinking, because one trade has no influence on another trade. They're all independent of each other. It's another way of thinking of it. That's a lot of volume. I don't even know why I look at volume. It doesn't really influence my trading. Like it's not like, oh, I see low volume here, high volume here, I'm going to take the trade, or I'm not going to take the trade because of the volume. No, I look at the candles. Nope, none of my other fellow traders in this group have posted any trades, at least. But usually I found when people stop posting, but they're still online, you know they're trading. They just ain't winning. I do the same thing. It's like I'll be super active, you know. As soon as I stop being active, you see me online, you know I ain't on a winning streak. Did not mean to open that. Not bad. Just waiting. Now what I'm going to do is when it hits this level right here, I'm gonna set a break even. Because at that point it's already so close to the take profit. It's like how far are we talking? Like yeah, for like 5 pips. So actually, you know what? Yeah, my take profit should actually be right here. That's my mistake. That's right, that's what I hate, and I'm just so greedy. I want to target more, but my strategy states that my take profits need to be the recent close, like the recent swing high or swing low close, not the wick. Because, well, that's not good. That's a bearish engulfing, but I don't care. I'm holding this till an L or a dub. And my strategy states I have to target the recent swing high or the recent swing low. I can't target the wick because I found if I target wicks, like sometimes there of course are going to be times where it comes and touches the close, doesn't make it all the way to the wick, and then it reverses. It's like even if that doesn't happen very often, it's like the difference in price you're gonna get most of the time, like here, at least with this current size, it's 6 pips. So I would rather give up those 6 pips to ensure like a higher likelihood of actually winning versus you get those 6 pips, but it's a lower likelihood. Because the one time it doesn't work is going to cost you all the profit you make from when it does work. This is not what I like to see right here. See, now I'm torn because I said I'm not going to exit. I'm going to hold it till stop loss or hold it till take profit. But I guess I have to do that, don't I? Because that's almost a good short. You have supply right here. You have supply. You have a 4-hour level. You have small candle, bearish engulfing, full body, closed at its bottom. But nope, I can't say I don't care what it does because of course I do care what it does, but I'm not gonna let it influence my decision. I said I'm gonna hold. Because unless I have a real logical reason, like for example, it comes up to here, it consolidates, breaks down, pulls back. You know what? And like that engulfs. Then yeah, I'll be exiting. That's a valid reason. Right now it's just emotion. It's saying to exit. Yeah, okay. There's a bearish engulfing, but this is the 1 minute candle, and one candle won't invalidate a structure. Is what I'm getting at. It's like this could have closed anything, but it doesn't invalidate everything that led up to it. That's just the emotion taking over. And this is what I call a cancel bar right here, because it's on my little demand zone, but also like a for me, what I call a cancel bar is when, you know, it's going down. For example, you have a full body red candle, and then the very next one cancels it out. It's a full body green. So like the red one has to close pretty close to its low, and the green one has to close pretty close to its high. That's by my definition a cancel bar. So that's an entry. Not in this location, but those candles, that pattern is an entry for me. Okay, I have a feeling we're gonna get stopped out. This is not a pattern I like to see. Between the engulfing and how this couldn't close above the 4-hour resistance, I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit. But that's okay. Market doesn't care what I like. It's either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. Or it's gonna go sideways. There isn't even any news, is there? Any US dollar news? Yeah, it's like the only thing was 830 right here. Empire State Manufacturing Index. I don't know what the heck that means. All I care about is if there's news at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. Like maybe 9:45, but it's either going to be the news that affects me is either 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. I don't really care about anything else. Of course, CPI can really throw a wrench in things. Okay, 5 minute. The 5 minute, how long till it closes? 1 minute. So if the next 1 minute candle can touch this high, it'll engulf. Because this is the close of the previous 5 minute, or this is the low, this is the high. So if this next candle, because the 1 minute just engulfed, the next one can touch that high. We do also have, a head and shoulders forming here. I just now noticed that. No, I said I'm not exiting. Might work out, might not. I said I'm not going to exit. Man, trading is the hardest way to make easy money, I swear. Some How long did it take me to lose $30 there? Wasn't it like like 10 seconds? And then it's already been 15 minutes. I mean, admittedly, we made the $30. Our open P&L is pretty much 30. It's like 27 right now. But that's funny. It's the hardest way to make easy money. Come on now. Don't be like this. Don't be like that. See if anyone else has posted trades. we're kind of in a ranging market at the moment. We have like the upper range and the low range. It is wow, that is quite the range. 90 to 91. That is quite the range. And this is how you play it. When you identify its ranging, you sell the top and buy the bottom. Yeah, so unless you're really scalping, I don't really see many setups on here. Like, how's the other indices looking? Yeah. They're all kind of look the same. Similar. Gold, where's oil? Yeah, the oil's tanking. That's the one I always like to see tank. Is that my level now? Hmm. See now I'm gonna set break even because when it comes this close, like how close did that wick come? 1 pip. So really 1.5 or so because the spread is anywhere from 0.5 to 0.7. So it has to go past it a little bit. There we go. Sweet. Or roughly there. Just got to get a screenshot for my journal. That doesn't put us in the green today. But you know what? I can't expect every trade to pay for multiple losses. Because how many losses? That was 2 losses, 1 win. So we're in the red less than 1 equivalent to 1 loss. So because this isn't really a pattern that I typically would see if it's going to continue really dropping. Usually you'd see like a, like an upwards consolidation, or you'd see just like a 1-2 and then boom. See, look, if I took that long, I'd be stopped out. It's a good thing I didn't take it. Not exactly happy I put the order in because I really shouldn't have done that. Or to here, even. Because here is the close on the 5-minute. These are just like the upper wicks. These are just wicks on the 5-minute chart. I just want to see how this closes, because this is the cancel bar. If this closes up here, we're in. I think we're in this market. I think we're in this trade here. Cancel bar. Time 11:14. Long 1.9. I'm not too worried about a head and shoulders now. I do have to be cautious about this supply zone. The reason I'm not too worried is because it's already kind of played out for the downside. It's like you rarely see a head and shoulders where it goes so far down on one of the shoulders and then comes all the way back up. Usually it's some like some small tight consolidation, not usually way down, and then it comes back up a little bit, and then it doesn't usually do that. I do see low volume here, so this is my solution. Turn off the volume. It's not part of my strat. I don't know why I keep turning it on. So what I'll do is I will delete it. No indicators. Price action. Price action only. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's see. All right. As long one. 5. 5-minute support / 1 hour swing high. Okay, 64 and 33. So it's nearly a 2-to-1. Actually. Yeah, okay, no, that's in a good spot. Because sometimes when I'm putting my orders in, 11, like it'll be off. It'll accidentally be up here because I put my orders in on MT4, so I can use magic keys to calculate my lot size. That's why my lot size is probably different every time. I don't even know what it is normally. So like the charts are slightly, despite it being the same broker, the charts are slightly different. So I just don't want it to be any higher than the candle close. Demo. All right, and now we wait. Oh, I'm journaled. The only thing that I need to wait for is it to either hit my take profit or stop me out. That's all I'm waiting for. Now I do have to be cautious about this though. I'm gonna pay attention to the 5-minute structure. I'm looking at 5-minute structure here, and it still does look bullish. Because, like, yeah, it had this consolidation, a couple candles on the 5-minute right here. Wick down, went up. So overall, the structure is still bullish. It still looks good because if we look here, I'll show you. If we look, you have your range right here. It breaks out, pulls back to the top of the range, and this is essentially what I'm hoping it does. At least comes up to here. It might even go higher. If I'm correct. If the analysis is correct and everything holds true. But you see, this could act as a supply zone now. Because I do have a trend line break. There is a trend line break. But I'm looking more at the big picture. And it's like 4-hour big swings. You know what? It's just good as a mental note, and it could have worked. This short could have worked if it did, gave me a head and shoulders, but it didn't. It in fact gave me a cancel bar. So I'm taking that instead. Maybe that's why I do my trades would typically do better on cancel bars and on engulfs, because that's technically a 2-candle setup. Because for an engulf, you need one candle, and you need the next one to go lower and higher. So it has a requirement from that first one. While a cancel bar needs to have a big red followed by a big green, or vice versa. But a pin bar just needs to have a long wick out the bottom or a long wick out the top. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I don't do so well with pin bars, but I do a lot better with cancels and engulfs. When I say better, I mean I just don't get stopped out in 10 seconds. No one likes that. I swear, you couldn't go to a casino and enter your money fast enough in a slot machine. Faster than than this. It's a stock market. It's great. Nowhere in the world can you make as much money in a short period of time or lose as much money. Lose that much money in a short period of time. Just gonna move this over here so I can better see what's actually going on. Not that I'm gonna do anything. Really, until it comes up into here. If it comes up into here, I think I'll set a break even. Like if it comes and gives me a rejection or something, I might set a break even. Because this is a possible area it can reverse. Right here, I'm not so worried about it. I need to give it room to breathe. But if it comes up to here and rejects, the trend might reverse. So that's why. And plus, it'll be really close to take profit. And usually when it gets close to take profit, that's when I set break even. I am worried. I am concerned. I'm not completely ignorant to the fact that this could be deemed by some as a supply zone. I'm not completely ignoring this, but it just doesn't invalidate the structure. That's why it's having trouble here, because it had trouble going past here the first time. It had trouble going past here the second time. That's just how it is. It's not always you enter the trade and go straight to take profit. That's what we all want, but it doesn't happen very often. Just waiting and waiting, waiting some more. I could honestly just set my alerts and walk away. Because on I love magic keys, man. I can set an auto break even price. So as soon as it touches right here, it'll put my stop loss to my break even. If you trade like Forex or I don't know, are CFDs under the Forex umbrella? Because I can trade, I guess so. It's because it's not futures. What's the other option? Futures. Okay, so I guess it's Forex. If you trade Forex, magic keys is the way to do it. I'm not. I don't even have the physical thing. I'm just using my mouse. I have the on screen. It was like $50, which I mean for a startup cost, it's not terrible. Hey, okay, so it hits supply. I am gonna set break even. Yeah. So yeah, for $50. Holy shit! The fact that MT4 is like really finicky to use. Normally, I tried using it before Magic Keys, and no, I don't know how people do it, but Magic Keys, you click Open Calc, and then you move your stop loss, your take profit, and your entry to wherever you want it. You click Open Trade, and then it puts the order in. And you can you calculate it. So like, I want to risk no more than $30, as close to $30 as I can get, because I'm right now on my account. I set it up to simulate a $6,000 funded account. So I am following all my funded rules, because my funded account right now is a $6,000 funded account. So I'm trying to trade within those rules, meaning I can't lose more than 3% in a day and can't lose more than 10% overall. This isn't great. This is not great. Not great at all. Not what I want to see. That Magic Keys. Single best purchase I've made. I couldn't even imagine trying to trade Forex without it. Futures, it's one thing, because if you aren't trading with loads and loads of money, it's like, what is a micro? Is it called like a micro mini? I think you have like full size contracts, you have minis, and then you have like a micro mini. And what is that? What's the micro mini on NASDAQ? Isn't that like $5 a tick? So it's like, if I'm risking $30 and I want to have a decent sized stop loss, then it's like I only have one option, and that's to trade one contract. But here, I'm trading 0.8, whatever those are. The lot size, I guess you'd call it 0.8. So, because I could have like 0.8, 1.3, 1.5, and it's like I'm not gonna remember size, what size stop loss in pips I need to have, and what position. So I'm not gonna remember all that crap. I just want to trade. So pay $50. It's just quality of life. That's just it. Quality of life. My brain right now is telling me to exit. Why is it telling me to exit? Because I am up on the day if I exit right now. If I click that X beside the 0.8, I'm up on the day. But I can't be doing that. That's a bad habit. That's what Mr. Tom Howgard talks about in this book. He talks about how everything is like a reaction to pain. And I don't want the pain of having a losing day. So I could exit my trade right now and I will be up on the day. However, that isn't what I built my strategy around. So if it hits my break even, but it's built into my strategy to calculate for this. It happens. I followed all of my rules. So that's what I mean. Taking losses, taking wins, it's all part of the game. I follow every single one of my rules, and whatever happens, happens. What are they saying in Discord? Anyone else take a win there? Yep, actually, one of the guys did take a win. He entered on the 5 minutes, so he's entered by the looks of it around here, either here, like around this area. He entered, and he set his thing right here. So good on him. What is that, a 1-to-1? Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 that he took. What would it be if I targeted here? 1.5. But I could do that, but the only time I will target, like in a long, that I'll target the bottom of a zone is if it's in a downtrend. Like if I'm like right here, for example, let's say, this is in a downtrend. I take a quick long because it's at a daily level that gives me a really nice entry. I take a long right here, and I recognize I'm trading counter trend. I might put my take profit, I don't know, to like right here to target the bottom of this zone, because this could be considered a supply zone. Like this area could be considered supply. So I would rather get out as soon as it hits supply rather than hoping it comes to the top of it. But if it's in an uptrend, if it's going up, then I'll target the top, because historically it's broken its highs. It's had a low, and then every time it's pulled back, it's broken its highs. This is the first deep pullback it's had, and it pulled right back to a 4-hour support, pulled right back to consolidation. Really nice reaction, strong move up. I'm not exiting unless it hits break even or take profit. Wish MT4 had a reverse order. The extra step of closing a short and opening a long makes me miss out on those. Yeah, so guys, one of the guys was short. I don't know where. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, so he was short around this. He went short about here, targeting down here. I fully get it. Are we consolidating and breaking to the downside? I don't like that. I don't like when it consolidates and breaks to the downside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Uh-oh. We might have a break even incoming. I'm still up on the day if I exit now. I can still exit now and be up on the day. And yeah. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? I don't do it. Hit my break even. I dare you. You ain't gonna do shit. It's where you just go on your phone. You know you're not gonna touch it. You just go on your phone and look away. And you just play some hill climb racing. Just I don't want to see the charts. I don't want to see it. My orders are in place and I'm not touching them. I understand I've repeated that probably half a dozen times, but I'm not touching it. I need to keep telling my mind, I'm not touching these trades. It's going to hit stop loss, or it's going to hit take profit. One of the two. Man, my Wi-Fi is not very good. It's pretty crap, actually. Just waiting for other players, waiting for... Why? Man. I should really take a picture of this chart. So when I'm ever having trouble sleeping at night, I can just look at this and it'll put me right out. But this game's great to play. Oh shit. Because you can, while you're in the air, you can just glance up and watch yourself get stopped out. How long have I been in this trade? 11:13. 21 minutes. Felt like an eternity. I could exit now and be up on the day. I could do it. I could do it. Do I do it? A more experienced trader may move their stop loss a bit higher to get some profits. But I am not that experienced trader, so I do not move my stop loss. Like, you can move it up to here and say, okay, if it breaks this low, I want to get out. It is tempting, though, I will say, because it will, if it breaks this low, breaks and closes this low, it's probably coming to here. I mean, it could even move it to there. But at that point, like, what are we talking here? Like a 0.5 to 1. Not what I want to see. Okay, what do we have here? I think we have a stop out incoming. If I had to say, if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure this is break even. 99% sure. It broke this low, broke that low. This is a break even incoming. Unless you somehow magically, like somebody says, liquidity sweep. This is a liquidity sweep. And then it pops up, but 5 minute doesn't exactly show anything. Anything that the 1 minute doesn't show. Perhaps I shouldn't have targeted where I targeted. Perhaps I should be targeting right there. I'm definitely going to note this for the future if it doesn't work. Like, what? What was different about this? Is it because it did have, 1, 2, 3 touch points and it did break the low and close the low of this? Is that so I should have just targeted here then? Rather than try to target the highs. But the overall structure, like I'll show you what this looks like here on the 5 minute. So You see the structure. This is consolidation, and it consolidation can break to the upside or it can break to the downside. And there's no way of knowing what it's going to do until after it does it. Because you could always get liquidity sweeps. Like right here, you look at this. Oh, look at that. It closed the low. It's going to break to the downside. Boom, straight up. Same with right here. Oh, it broke to the downside. Boom, straight up. Didn't come quite to the highs, but still straight up. Love your puck. I'm gonna go grab some water. Hmm. I just like someone said, yeah, like, yeah, I don't mind losing out on the flip. At least I have the mental capacity to realize I was wrong. It's a process. Maybe Sunday, soon I'll be able to flip it like a burger. Whatever floats your boat, man. Flip your position like a burger. I'm totally getting stopped out here. Frick. It's probably gonna consolidate down. Okay, so but this is what I should know. It's like it broke this low, so it's not to say I can't take a long, but I should have targeted here. I should have targeted there. That's the only mistake I made was yeah, so unfortunate. I should have targeted. Like it's not really in demand. It's gonna stop me out. My order's in such an area to where it's almost indefinite. See, it's obvious. I mean, and that's where you could have had your stop loss, put your stop to right there, but that's still not even a 1-to-1. So I'd rather just have it at break even. And I don't take 50% off or 25% off. It's not built into my strategy. So all that does is if I take 25% off and then it hits my take profit, well now I'm getting 25% less on the take profit. Sure, I mean it doesn't quite work out to that, but it's still less than what was calculated. It's just trending down and down and down and down, 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 down. Come on. Come on. Whales. Come on, whales. Let's put some buy orders in. You can do it. You can do it. Till it's gonna keep going down until it breaks a high here. Because you have push down, up, down, up, down. So it's probably going to come up to here, and then you're going to get another push down. It's going to keep doing that until either just eventually breaks out the bottom and just collapses, or it closes a high. Like if it can close here, then that's, the internal structure. It's a break of structure. And it might go up. Doesn't mean it will. Nothing certain. Other than the fact I'm getting stopped out here. I think that's pretty darn certain now. There's a few areas I was looking at that I could have, should have exit, but I didn't because my strategy doesn't include exiting as of right now. But the big one being right here, because wouldn't exit through this, don't exit through here, but after it's already had a what I would call a liquidity sweep, consolidation broke out, pop back up. So did that, but then if you look with this, it tried to push up. I think actually how this candle formed live was it pushed down, and then it pushed up, and then it pushed back down. And then it closed at its bottom. So when it does that, you either move your stop loss or you exit. Because that's an indication it's going to continue dropping. Like, that's a short entry for me. With this structure, I wouldn't take a short. Just slow day. Wonder why. It was good. It was good up until it wasn't. But that's my bad. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have targeted so high. This is where my target should have been. It would still meet the 1.5 requirement, 1.52, and it actually would have hit. I could move my stop loss to back to where it was, but no. I'm not going to do that. All hope is lost. This is... yeah, it's going to hit. You turd.